Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Secretary Sports, and a pleasure to have you live at a charge. A little countdown to green action here, presented by Lunatic Designs. All of our fine friends out there giving all the fantastic things we got going on. How about it, heart to heart? Back in the action tonight. It's going to be an absolute blast out there qualifying right now as drivers get ready to go at it here for 40 laps of the most insane race in Mid-Ohio here for week number 5 in the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course here for Heart to Heart Racing. Presented by AllenTilleryAuto.com. You need a brand new Chevy Buick or GMC? Well, that's where you got to go. You got to go to Allen Tillery, and you got to shop there. They may be located in Arkansas, but you can buy all over the U.S. and get it shipped. You get a weather report. It's going to be looking at such track temperature right now. The overcast skies is going to be 93 degrees, so the track temperature is going to be, it's going to play a factor. A little bit of humidity, a little bit of cold air will go a long way. 2-mile-an-hour wind here. It's going to be just fine. The 2.2-mile length track is going to be good for the trucks. It's one of the Truck Series races in Mid-Ohio. Is a ton of fun to be able to get out there and have at it. Good to see you all out there in chat. I hope everybody's safe from the hurricanes. I know that we were just having the conversation prior to it, and we want to make sure everybody's good to go. Let's go from heart to heart. Brandy out there, OP 58 seconds. Much love. Stuff from James Borden. Not going to make it. The Giggity truck is not going to be there. That's okay, man. Let's go racing from the boys and girls out there. Thanking everybody watching. If you're watching, you're on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. You got hit with strong winds today from Viper out there. Much love. Like shout out to Skull Q. Normally I let Munchie do it, but I'm going to tell you, we're good. We're good to go, right? We do have some driver cams tonight, but how about we get at it? It is a pitter-patter, let's get at it kind of moment as these drivers go to work. It is your starting grid presented by Allen Tillery Auto, Chevy, Buick, or GMC. Ready to rock, but we are just absolutely kicking butt. Thank you to Mighty. We got to meet Mighty today. We got to meet Penguin. I'll be on camera in just a second to show you kind of the cool things that we got going on. Thank you to everybody for being out there. It is Roberge's time. He's going to be your pole sitter here tonight. As Dan Coulson's going to be your outside pole sitter. Bobby Joe is going to have Rusty Robinson to his outside. Butler's going to have Mr. RB to his outside, row number 3. Greg Langford, Robert Dudley, Brad Dove, Jeremy Daniel, Mr. Peroni, and Mr. BJ Lane the third. We're going to make it up all the way through row 6. Row 7, Russell Olivero and Ryan Wentz. Ryan, the owner of the field, he's just, I don't even have to give him the EOL. He's just there. He is literally just there. No, we'll let him have at it. He'll restart. He'll start where he starts. He's going to be in 14th as these drivers go to work. It's going to be an insane race. These drivers are going to be nice, cool, calm, and collected. We're going to make sure that we keep up with them. 40 laps at about a minute 28 to minute 30 per lap. It's a pretty good race, a pretty fair race when it comes to what you see out of this one. But big special thank you to the drivers who got out there and ran the driver cams. Caution's going to be localized. Things are going to be working just fine. I'm trying to find the track map here so I can put it up for everybody, but I don't think oh, there it is. Car number going to be right there on the track map, so we'll let it have at it. We'll do what we can to keep everybody interested in the positions. Normally we have the sponsors flowing up there, but it's all going to be perfect. I got something cool, and somebody came to visit me today. Look at this guy. He's huge. His head is almost as big as mine, and on his tuchus, Penguin was here. So Penguin came to visit me today here at the Lake of the Ozarks, and I want to thank Penguin for jumping in. Also, not just Penguin, but of course Mighty coming over as well. Not Mighty, I'm sorry, Rebel coming over as well. Mighty gave me a follow. He's the guy that made this, by the way. It's freaking Charizard. He's huge. Look at this. If you don't know, I like Pokemon. Kind of weird. I got to find a place to put him. It's kind of cool. Let's go to the most important factor of this one. As here's Greg Langford, driver cams, ready to go. Got a couple of more. A little fuzzy there. There's Ryan out there. Appreciate him. Here's Mr. Roberge, your pole sitter. Pace car's in. There's BJ. Bobby Joe. And Brad Dove, ready to go. We're green. The thing is massive. Oh, baby. Gonna happen quick. 8 sideways. To hold the brakes. Buddy back here. Oh, getting into each other. 62 gets into it. Michael Butler going to work. Go back to the main screen here so everybody can get some eyes on these drivers. Russell Olivero, Michael Butler having early issues. It's fine. They do have a fast repair. They'll be fine. He has a lot of time to make up. Butler's going to be fast on the road courses. Russell just out there to do his thing. We like Russell's paint scheme. Robert's early lead. Ready to rock and roll. We're going to refresh and reset SDK here for just a second because I want to make sure they're going. Let's go from the Budgie Bird. Appreciate you. And that'll show an accurate representation of the relative as well. Yeah, it's good. All right, I got to put him away. All right. Goodness gracious. Butler off track. Going to get that truck rolling forward. There's a whole bunch of dirt flying off on that corner. And drivers are kind of good to go. All right, Robert's coming around to complete lap 1. Here's your final turn. We'll count through the turns with you. We'll go on board with Robert here as they do it. Turn 1's going to be a left-hander, a 90-degree left-hander into one of the fastest sections before the dog leg. Turn 1 on corner out. Going to set up for the right-hander, which is the horseshoe here in Mid-Ohio. It is basically 2 turns in 1. There's 3. Going to get into the straightaway here. There's a long section right here. Got a couple of up and downhill sections. It's only going to change about 18 feet of relative change, but a dog leg to the right, turn 3. Turn 4 coming up here. It's going to be a sharp right-hander that hooks backwards. So you have to basically set yourself up for this corner. Turn 5 is going to be the left-hander right here. Turn 6, another right-hander coming up as they get back into the downhill section. Up through the S's here. Turn 6, turn 7 as they work. Brad Dove off track. A couple of drivers having off tracks. Turn 8 is going to be nice and easy. Turn 9 coming around here through this little doghill section. Turn 11. Sorry, turn 10 right here. Turn 11 is going to be the right-hander right here. And then coming back around as they would. Turn 12, final turn on this racing surface. Depending on how you look at it, there's a couple of different setups for this one. Going to be a good time as Roberts leads. We'll check in. He just runs the fastest lap of the race, a 1:29. Dan Collison's going to be in second here. Russell still having a couple of issues back here. Butler trying to close back in. Brody back out in the mix. It's good to see the Cookies for Kids truck running again. BJ running what he could. I want to check on the paint schemes. Paint schemes just don't seem to be loaded, and I know that BJ runs a paint scheme out here. Bobby Joe in third behind Dan Cullison. Roberge running away with this one right now. He does like himself a little bit of road course action. So far, 3 of 40, and cautions are all localized, and so you don't really need to push. Tires might not even be that big of a factor, but we'll say it's going to be cool. I want to thank Budgie for being out there. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like out there, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you to Devins Baker for giving us a follow out there as well. Look, it's Mighty doing himself some justice. Thank you very much as well. We appreciate you. Thank you to all the likes out there on YouTube. You guys keep killing it. I know the racing might be different, but it's all about the cool stuff. It's all about that base. Butler gets around Russell just holding on, and already Roberge looking to try to put a couple of drivers a lap or two down. These things happen. Rusty Robinson back here in that 5, getting a little bit of an off track as they would continue to press forward. This is a good racetrack, and it's very solid, and it's not run very often when it comes to a lot of the iRacing leagues. So I'm glad to see it because the track here is tough. James, it is tough. It is a tough racetrack, but it can be a ton of fun. If you get down to it, it can be a lot of fun. All right. Wanted to look at where the drivers are going to be at. So they've got some really cool names, right? As we're right here with a 5, he's going to come down turn 3. Turn 4 is this right-hander that's coming up right now. To the outside of turn 4, right there where that little dip is in here with turn 5. They call that China Lake. There used to be a lake there. It's not there anymore. Turn 6 is going to be the right-hander. He goes around right there where the Honda sign is. Turn 7 is going to be through the S's right where he is at right there. Let's go with him. Then turn 8 again. The blast off. Turn 9. This is that right-hander that we were talking about. A little bit of a straightaway down into Thunder Valley. Gets into turn 10. Turn 11. There's 13 corners in here. The left-hander for turn 11. Then coming back around to turn 12 through the carousel section here. Turn 13 is going to be that. I thought it was 13, but I was one off, so it's all good. Turn 13 is going to be left-hander to the front straightaway. Doing a good job. And he is set up for lap 5. Earlier today, you test drove this track and your fastest lap was a 1:38. That's okay. Better than me. Roberge coming around. His fastest lap of the race, a 1:29 flat. You gotta like it, right? You gotta like it. Yeah, look, it's Miney gave us a follow out there on our Twitch channel. He was the guy that I met today that sold the Charizard to us, and Charizard was going to be a purchase because I saw it, but it was gifted to me. I want to thank Penguin for doing that. I want to thank Penguin and of course Rebels for coming out. Shane and Paul, basically. Paul is Penguin. Shane is Rebels, and they came over to pay us a visit here at the Lake of the Ozarks. Roberge sideways here. He's going to lose the lead. To see what happened to Roberge. He came around the corner. I think he just goosed it. He did. Wrong gear. Avoided any damage there, so he'll back it up and have to go back to work. So Dan Cullison out front here is going to lead with in lap 5. Anybody can make a mistake, so that's one of the things you gotta find yourself in that repertoire. So Dan Cullison leads this lap. Roberge will have to go back to work here. He had a 9-second lead. And you could lose a lead very quickly here. In that regard, Bobby Joe is going to be in third. Rusty Robinson 4.8 back. Dudley trying to close in here as well. Dudley has a good can have a good points night here as the drivers go to work. I do want to jump into kind of where the point standings are for these drivers. I'm gonna have to let me go to Discord because they've been doing a really good job of hooking this stuff up and having a good opportunity. Again, thank you to Alan Tillery. Thank you to Buchanan Resort for Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers. You gotta love it, right? You gotta love it. All right, point standings for the Craftsman Truck Series. We believe Roberge leads in the point standings, 3 points behind. It's going to be Brad Dove. Michael Butler has 10 points to the good when it comes to, or 10 points behind Chris Roberge in third. RB and Dudley sit in the top 5 of the points. Bobby Joe, 6th in the point standings, 101, 20 points behind your race leader. So very close battle even through 5 races so far. Dan Cullison, we'll see Roberge closing the distance here. I think Roberge, if he can keep it calm, this might be his race to lose. We'll see the last lap. Read a 140. BJ Lane to third. There it is. Oh, hold on to it, BJ. Hold on to it. I knew he was running a different paint scheme tonight. That's it. That's the reason why I said I was like, man, he's got a black paint scheme on him. That's not exactly it. There's Jeremy Daniel, part of the Psychotech 18. What is everybody doing for Halloween this year? There's RB in the 16. Greg Langford just ahead. There's your C&O Carpets sponsor out there as well. We love C&O Carpets. If you haven't looked at C&O Carpets, then, well, you might be messing up. That's for darn sure. Because C&O just do it better. They really do. Riker, you're here for the safety rating, fellas? I like it, brother. I like it. Go Roberge from Joshua Holman out there. Holla from Nathan Bogart. What's going on, brother? This track is, again, the track is tough. Thank you to everybody for being out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. If you're out there watching on YouTube, make sure that you get out there. Make sure that you get out there and you select that settings icon. You could watch this thing in 1440p. BJ Lane to third, coming to pit road. Maybe just checking all the tires. Greg Langford gets around the 16. RB Turner just behind. Greg rolling. I want to go to him. Russell having a little bit of an issue there. He's good to go. Going to follow along with Greg. He's got a little battle here. 25 of Brad Dove just ahead. I like my big old logo. The Dove Farms LLC. He did show me this truck the other day. It looks pretty darn good. Come on, Greg. Ooh, to the inside. Yeah. Corner. Greg is being very patient. Roberge takes back over the lead. Then a bunch of people stand up on top of it. I think I'm getting with the people. I think I'm getting who I'm getting. Brody's behind Jeremy Daniel. You're rolling. Roll that beautiful bean footage. The overhead views looking pretty darn snazzy. There's your race leader. Able to get around Dan Cullison. And now we'll have to pull away and try to find the apex of the turns here as they continue to press. All right. There's BJ. He's back out there. He's got a little bit of a tire. So, they do have an extra set of tires or two. He's out there doing what he can. I like it. I like it a lot. There's Bobby Joe. That's his favorite driver. An 11-second deficit, but he holds on to third pretty calm here. Russell jumping up pit road, so he'll make that work. Bobby Joe in the race line, looking down over the drivers. There's Brad Dove sitting in seventh here. Oh, it's going to go around. Hold on to it. He was being patient. It's a tough racetrack. It really is. Thank you to the drivers running the Beef Jerky and Limited driver cams. Make sure that you go to beefjerkyunlimited.com. Check them out. Appreciate it. Let's see. Nate, you're kind of all over the place. You were on Twitch. You were on Facebook. You're all there. How about that Ryan paint scheme? I like it. Staying home off the roads, Budgie. I hope that you are, dear. I hope that you are being safe. I love Ryan's paint scheme. It's cookies for kids, right? And I think if we could do... should we do cookies for kids instead of Toys for Tots this year for our winter series? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to put a vote out there for that. We always do something for the holiday time to be able to an awesome charity. We always do something for the holiday season, and last couple of years we've been doing Toys for Tots. We did a small 7-race season where we raised, I think last year we raised about $2,500, which is incredible, right? This is incredible. Olivero. Got black flagged. Why do you get black flagged? Those are system messages that you folks are seeing out there. Did he get black flag coming off pit road? I shouldn't have. Cleared his penalty. I cleared Russell's penalty. Because there should not be a black flag there. Didn't speed. I looked at the pit limiter there. He shouldn't have gotten a penalty there. So, it's all good. Roberts, Dan Cullison. 2 seconds separate Dan and and Chris, the lone Canadian. That's awesome. There are a lot of kids needing some holiday spirit. That's exactly. So the reason why we do a lot for Christmas, those who don't know, my brother passed away in 2012, and his favorite holiday, of course, is that Toys for Tots. He and I both did a lot when we were in the military. For Toys for Tots, we call it. They have these things called toy jumps for the 82nd Airborne Division. So we used to do a lot with that. He worked for here in Missouri. He worked for his National Guard unit was a helicopter service. He was a helicopter service technician. Did a lot of engineering for different kinds of helicopters. So they used to drop toys as well. They did what the Toys for Tots toy drop. And so it's kind of just been near and dear to our heart. So we've always just tried to help Toys for Tots, and we reach out to local reps and we see what they need or how much they need, and we try to do our best. The year prior we raised. Last year was tough, but this last year was tougher than the year before. The year before, people had a little bit of extra money and they helped us out. We raised just about $5,000. This last year, I think it was $2,500 or $2,700. I can't remember what it was. I have to go back and look at the books, but I think it was like $2,700, $2,500 or $2,700, which is still a lot. That's enough to get give Christmas based on how they do things for. I believe it was 34 or 35 families, so it's pretty darn cool, I think. Peter Racer, what's going on, Jerry? How you doing, sir? Much love to you. Ryan had an issue, Mr. Wendt. He is sitting in fifth, though. He had let's take a look. You have to just stop quickly. Brick. Got a little bit sideways. He's good. Heat the tires up, get back rolling. He's in the Eat More Chicken truck that we made for him. Let's go. Thank you, Peter Racer, for subbing. Man, oh man. Yeah, we try to do what we can for the kids. That's the big thing. So I don't know what we're gonna do this year. We've got a lot going on with Jess, and we want to make sure that Jess is taken care of. So once we get through that, we'll start planning our holiday festivities. When you worked at Walmart, you dressed up during November and December to help the VFW raise money for Toys for Tots. That's awesome. That is awesome. Roberge behind Michael Butler. Dan Cullison 2 seconds back, keeping himself nice and friendly there. Bobby Joe 16.8. He's just relatively riding. Rusty Robinson 6.8. Bobby Joe continues to work. Top 3 night for him if he can push here. Ryan Wentz is right at 133.10. His fastest lap, a 131.40. Fastest lap of the race, a 129 flat for Chris Roberge, who is just trying to be patient here. 1.5 second deficit here as Butler will look at Roberge. Roberge will go high into the corner. And right now, Grinch and Santa, I like it. We could do something like that. We can turn it into a 24-hour stream again. You know what I mean? Like we did before, where we raise a bunch of money. I'll dress up as the Grinch. I still need to get my beard dazzled. That's the one thing we owe from last year, is the beard dazzled. I don't know if I really want to do it, but we're going to do it. Dan Coulson, 1.8 back as Roberge gets back into the throttle. We'll see what he does here. Dan Coulson running a matching lap time to it. Oh, Butler, heavy in the brakes, gets up onto the dirt. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Come on, Butler. He's good. Grinch and Santa. Like it. You're planning to do a live dressed up? That's awesome. Keep doing it. You folks keep doing yourselves some justice here, I'm telling you. But so yeah, we want to make sure we do it. All right, folks, I see a lot of you out there. I want to make sure that you folks are kicking butt and taking names. So what you should do is you should be out there chatting, giving everybody some love. This is I know road course racing isn't the most exciting racing that's out there, but they still have a green flag pit stop to be shaken up, and a lot can happen when it comes to it. So we're going to turn the track map off for a moment, and yeah, we'll do that. Bam, bam, bam. And we'll throw the logos up, and while they do that, Take hydrate, break, and we'll throw it on exciting. All right, they're doing their thing. I'll be right back. All right, Roberge, 8-second lead. Right now, close battle happening for third is Bobby Joe. Going to hold off Rusty Robinson. Ryan Wendt picking up his pace as well at 9 spots, as it would be. He started from the back, working his way forward. So a little 3-car battle. Okay, coming to pit lane here. Getting him do his self some justice here. Just starting the race, gets you some points here. All right, yeah. About coolness that it is. How about it? Seat on carpets, giving you 23 laps to go here. Roberge, Dan Cullison with an eye shot there. Roberge just having to take himself, give himself a little bit of extra time, and we're doing ourselves some justice. Thank you for the 500 biddies. I appreciate you, Budgie.
Budgie Bird 5 sent 500 bits.
Thank you for getting the goal going. I appreciate you. Rusty Robinson's going to be in 4th. Ryan Wendt's going to be in 5th. And then Chris Roberge coming around. He's doing a fantastic job of keeping some things happening. Saturday night iRacing. I was looking at kind of what's going on with Twitch. Twitch this night has... I'll tell you what, it's you guys are making up a good portion of the viewership out there for iRacing. So thank you very much for being out there. Dan, Bobby Joe trying to extend a little bit here. Gets about a 1.9 second deficit now to he and Rusty Robinson behind. Rusty, the Buchanan Resort vehicle. You know, Jess and I were talking about coming to or getting out there and going to Buchanan, and one of the cool things about Buchanan is, well, they are just fantastic. That's what they are, right? We live at the Lake of the Ozarks, and I'm telling you, Buchanan Resort would be like a home away from home. At a spring, excuse me, located out of Springville, Tennessee, located at 785 Buchanan Resort Road. They have a ton. BuchananResort.com, Kentucky Lake Fishing and RVs. Buchanan Resort is a family-friendly, full-service resort and marina, conveniently located 2 miles south of Highway 79 and 12 miles east of Paris, Tennessee. Let them meet all of your relaxation and vacation needs, whether it's a fun-filled lake day or a week-long family vacation, or maybe a corporate retreat. Come see them for some boating, fishing, relaxation on the naturally beautiful Kentucky Lake and Tennessee rivers. Got to get out there and check them out. I'm telling you, it's going to be fantastic. They have seasonal camping, and I bet get out there and you can book even during the winter time. Maybe get you some off-season rates and hold a corporate retreat out there. Get out there and have some fun with them. BuchananResort.com is where you're going to check them out. Again, thank you to AlanTilleryAuto.com. They have some awesome 2025s coming up on the market. I'm looking forward to seeing what they put up on their website. It's going to be an absolute blast to see. And, yeah. No, we like it. We like it. Where's Scott at? That's the guy we haven't seen in a hot minute. Where's Kazanabe at? Thank you for the 500 biddies there, Butch Bird. I appreciate you, dear. You're absolutely amazing. Thank you, for the hydrates and the stretches as well. Use your channel points out there, folks. We want to make sure that things are all right. The wheat. We like our channel points. Like to populate them. We want to make sure that we continue to get them out there and use them. It's going to be cool. Dan Cullison coming to pit road. It's going to be the first takers on tires. Fall off on the last lap, 140, as he came to pit road. And Cullison comes in. Rusty Robinson's coming in as well. Ryan Wendt takes over 4th. Bobby Joe goes up to 2nd here, as we're going to be 21 laps to go. Thank you, Budgie. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody watching out there on YouTube as well. You guys keep killing it. Just keep being the best. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you to everybody watching on YouTube. Facebook, you guys keep killing it as well. Much love to you. Ton of fun. Let's go. Man, it's tough. I tell you what, that track is tough. I saw you put in a valiant effort out there, BJ. I saw you put out a valiant effort. A good track. It's a tough track, but it's a good track. Got to be patient with it. 35 seconds the gap to 2nd Ryan Wentz trying to close in two and a quarter here as Bobby Joe goes to work. Dan Cullison in fourth. RB is going to be in fifth. We'll see Greg leaving pit lane here. Don't see any kind of issues. I think Butler's going to be just fine. Butler off the track here. Ryan will go around, so Butler we try to track down Greg Langford here just ahead. Greg goes a little bit to the wayside here. We appreciate him. Back at it with Greg Langford and his I like his truck. I still love his truck. I'm so glad he's continuing to utilize that truck. If you're a Pink Floyd fan, you can enjoy it. Butler rolling. Everybody putting in the energy. Jeremy Daniel on your screen there, folks. He's got a very recognizable beard right now. Just saying. We like it. Hopefully he is safe as well. Hopefully everybody's safe out there. There's Ryan. He is making it work here. Got the fedora on, under the number 50. Lots of things happening, right? Lots of things happening. There's Roberge. He's your race leader. And if anything goes wrong with this race, you can do what South Park does and blame Canada. No, I'm totally kidding. He's the nicest Canadian you're ever going to meet. I promise you. A very, very swell dude. We love him. We appreciate him. That was BJ. There's Bobby Joe, who is just having a good time. Yeah. Come on, Bobby Joe. There's Brad Dove, sitting in 8th right now. First driver on the lead, last driver on the lead lap right now. Want to try to pull away from Chris Roberge. Roberge just behind him, so Dove doing himself some justice. He can fight for those laps, or he can just kind of let it get. Lap 40 is where these drivers are trying to put themselves into. So, Roberge, full sent. Bobby Joe in second, 39 seconds. The gap. Ryan went rolling. Roberge trying to maximize points here. The more points he leads, the better off it is. He does have the fastest lap of the race right now as well. Entertainment coming. Somebody chatting out there. Who's that? You think you did pretty good out there? Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Rusty just ran his fastest lap of the race, 1:31.57. Hey, there it is. You know, it's starting to become a jump scare for me now. I never know when it's going to happen. There's the ballistic one. She got out there and she's showing up some time. How about Dan Cullison? 1:31.21. He's getting a little bit faster as well. He's already been to pit road. He can close down some of that time. 43 seconds to Roberge. As Ryan Wendt will come to pit road, Dan Cullison will be there. Here's the Devil Gaff. We appreciate her. It's the missus. There's the chicken truck out there. Good to see Brandy out there as well. Much love to Brandy. It is Ryan's significant other. The better half. Ryan kicking butt. You like it. Hello to it. To the Budgie Bird. I did send Budgie those photos earlier. Well, most of the photos, I think. Or two. No, I sent her 2 of them. Because some of them were just repeats. And if you want to see Jess on a motorcycle with Penguin, there's your shot. Roberge pulling away, 17 laps to go. He's going to have Dove just ahead. Dove trying to hold on to the lead lap, 1:31, the gap time. Bobby Joe, 2 1/4 right now in second RB is going to be just behind as well. This is going to be when these drivers decide to come to pit road. Much love to you. Much love to you. There's Heart to Heart out there. Folks, I did tag Heart to Heart as well if you want to follow the YouTube channel. Dog leg for Roberge. Man, oh man, how's gaming with your bestie? What are you guys playing? Didn't even ask what you were playing. 25. Seeing some drivers doing it. RB coming to pit road. Dudley coming to pit road this time. So we'll see Rusty and Ryan do themselves some justice here. Ryan went. Could be behind Rusty Robinson, who came in 3 laps earlier than that. There's Budgie. Much love to the Budgie. So you have to take your time. You do have to take your time. Absolutely. This is a track that's crazy. Dove off track there. What happened? Ooh, I think he just got heavy in the brakes. Reverse went off as well. I think he was just trying to make sure he didn't get into Brad there. He's good to go. All right. Dove off the lead lap first time as we'll get ready to go on. It is that time. Good racetrack, really is. I like it. That's what I would say to a road course right now. Giggity truck not in, but in honor of the Giggity truck, we still got to play it, folks. We absolutely still have to play it. Yep, there it is. Because if we don't, then it just becomes it becomes, you know, moot error. We want to make sure that happens. Roberge, Dan Cullison, Bobby Joe coming to pit road. He is going to take tires and fuel here. We'll see it. We'll see kind of where he lines himself out. Rusty Robinson has been out there running a few extra laps. And we'll see how it goes. Brad Dove just behind your race leader. Jeremy Daniels going to be at 8th. He needs to come to pit road as well, so he's been able to figure a few things out. But Roberge coming around here with 16 laps to go. He's going to be coming to the end of his pit cycle here. 25 to 28 laps. That's usually about what the trucks run. And that's kind of where they're at right now. All about that base. About that base. We're all about that rice. About that rice, no egg roll. Bobby Joe coming to pit road. Lands out just ahead of Rusty Robinson. So he's got about 5 lap fresher tires and a few drivers ahead of him. Brad Duff coming to pit road. He's going to give him a spot. Greg Lankford will take one of those spots away as well. We'll see what Dove can do here as he gets a little bit of tire, a little bit of fuel, and get some service, get some straight talk. You want tires on a track like this one when you're sliding around out of the apex of the corners. It makes a difference. Van Cullison might be able to take over a spot here depending on how long Roberge stays out. 131.96 his last lap. Roberge 132 flat. 3 seconds off the pace. That's the fall off for these trucks. We'll see how long Roberge stays out. 6 drivers on the lead lap right now. 118 back from RB. He's got a 40-second pit stop coming up for Roberge at some point. Right now, it's about managing what you can. We like it. We like it a lot. I have found, been finding that gaming's been good, folks. You're welcome, James. You're welcome. I've been finding that the gaming's been good. There's been a lot of cool things that have been happening. Roberge's going to take another lap here. One of the cool things that I've been playing a couple of new games. Now I do play Star Citizen. Been trying to do what we can with Star Citizen. I have been playing a couple of VR games. The Export Foundations was fun to get through the tutorials. Went through those, and we're going to do a live stream on that sometime this week. If I get an opportunity this week, I'm going to try to do a couple of days of gaming and some live streaming during the day. So we want to make sure that we continue to press forward and press in the effort. But outside of that, I've been really getting into VR gaming. If you've got a VR out there, which VR do you use? Because we have the Quest 2 and the Quest 3 right now. Quest 3 is something that's it's something I wanted to test with iRacing. Love to show the support. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you for being out there. I know that we're on a delay out there. Oop, hold on to it, RB. So I know that you guys get out on YouTube. You get, because it's 1440. There's a little bit of a delay, and it's intentional from YouTube. Roberts still needs to come to pit road. But one of the things I always want to say is, as far as entertainment value and the things that we like to do, I've been getting into VR gaming. I mean, outside of Beat Saber and a couple of other things out there, one of the things that I have been playing is the Bobby Joe just ran his fastest lap of the race. Let me get that out of the way. 1:30.81, fantastic race. But I've been playing Into the Radius 2. I'm absolutely just loving that game. And then what else? What else? Right, Dove having an issue. He's fine though. Or B having an issue. He's fine though. Ghost of Tabor. It's getting ready to get an update. I'm looking forward to that. So that's going to be a ton of fun to be able to watch myself grow with those kinds of games. Escape from Tarkov just had huge updates. I do like Tarkov, and a lot of our friends like Tarkov. Star Citizen's my game of choice. Good. Let's go from heart to heart. Appreciate you. And then outside of that, what else? What else do we got? Oh. What else have I been playing? Oh, I've been playing Once Human. So a long time ago, I can't wait for the middle of October, though. October, sometime November, because Delta Force is going to come back out for us to be able to play, and I'm thrilled to be able to play that game. We did get early access to that game. We were given a code and absolutely loved playing that. But we were given beta access to Once Human a long time ago, and I was able to play it for a little while. Just felt like it needed a few more polishing features, and I just jumped back into it. And I've actually been enjoying that game. In the open world PvE side of things has been kind of cool. Backwards, sideways, and yesterday Butler's gonna make the pass right there. We like Butler's paint scheme as well. Which, and I'm gonna give everybody kind of the idea. You'll know if I paint a truck, okay? And the reason why you'll know if I paint a truck is because the driver's name will be very big, and there'll be a gradient across the banner. So that's my signature when it comes to painting vehicles. So if you see that, that means I painted it. 12 laps to go. Roberge at a certain point is going to be looking for fuel here. May not be tires. He's going to be looking for fuel. Back through the drivers one more time because I want to thank him very much. Again, there is the good man, Mr. Greg Langford. Here is Jeremy Daniel putting up the old number out there. I like his truck too. A little Halloween theme. Ride the edge. What does that say? Hold on, we gotta look now. Ride the edge of madness. Loud Pedal Asylum. LPA.com. Nice job. Loud Pedal Asylum, guys. Like it. Here's the 50. Little cookies for kids. I don't know. Jess and I'll have to talk about it. We'll have to talk. There might be an opportunity here as well. Roberge, Jeremy Daniel coming to pit road. Roberge is going to be the last driver looking for it. There's Roberge for you there. That was BJ. There's Bobby Joe sitting in third, holding on. 5.5 second lead over fourth place. Ryan Wendt trying to close down. Oh, he was trying to close down. He almost dented the chicken truck. He's fine. Gotta get those tires cleaned off. The dogs are barking. Here's Brad Dove, 25. Giggity. That's right. Thank you to everybody being out there as well. Like it. Robert's rolling. He's coming to pit road. Ben Cullison. Can he close down any of this gap? Bobby Joe, 21 seconds behind him. RB is good. Oh, that's Dudley. First driver off the lead lap. RB might be able to get some of this time back. RB sits in sixth. You know, Robert's your pole sitter. We're going to see just how much of this time he's going to be able to close back in. As long as he doesn't speed, he should be fine. Peroni going fine. Dan Cullison able to get back out. Ryan just holding on to the truck. He's got cookies on there. I wish I could have some cookies. Cookies sound good right now. Dudley just behind Roberge. My good friend from Alabama. Big old Roll Tide. We'll give him all the love in the world. 18 seconds now. The gap between Dan Cullison and Chris Roberge. He's got a fresh set of tires, and as long as he doesn't make a mistake with 10 laps to go, he'll just get the tires up to temperature, get them up to speed, and continue to go. Now, Dudley, if he wants to here, can follow along with Roberge and see what he's doing to be as fast as he is right here. You want some cookies? I know, right? I want some dang old cookies. Cullison. Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe sees Dove right there. Sounds like a great charity. I think it's a great line. Dove be on the outside. Bobby Joe to clear. Bobby Joe breaking into the corner. Butler there as well. Oh no! Bobby Joe, hold on to it, sir. Rusty Robinson closing in. Dove fighting there on the outside. Bobby Joe will now have to try to step away from Rusty Robinson. Bobby Joe will need to work. Jeremy Daniel just ahead. Brad Dove, the driver he is trying to track down. And so Bobby Joe has had a good race and ran clean. Dove probably should have conceded that line though, because he ran him into the. You want to fight for position, but you don't want to fight too hard for position. He's got Butler just ahead, so he's got a couple of positions he's looking for, but that actually hurt him and hurt his line. But just now, Jeremy Daniels closing in the distance as well. So everybody's kind of getting close here. Bobby Joe now a half second separating him and Rusty Robinson. And so we'll see Jeremy Daniel drop onto the inside of Dove. So now two battles for position. Oh, Dove off to the track here. We'll see Jeremy Daniel roll. Look at that one more time. Here you go. I think he just cooked the corner. He did. He hit the bumps on the apex there, and that sent him off the track. So just a bad line there. All right, Bobby Joe trying to step away. 8 laps to go, trying to hold on to third. Rusty 1.5 back now. Bobby Joe just trying to have to clear Jeremy Daniel. Got his tires cooled back down. Chris Roberge, 22.8 second deficit between he and Dan Cullison. Dan just keeping it nice and calm, nice and easy. Bobby Joe 8 laps to go. Battle. There's Battles. Dove is not far off. I mean, oh, he's sideways. Hold on, Dove. Man. What if his tires are cooked? Oh, he just got back in the throttle a little easy there. You know, man. Sam, are you posting stuff on Okay. Don't click that link, folks. Oh, I don't like those kinds of things. Please, you're out there trying to scam people. Don't post it on an iRacing stream. Go post it on some weird person's OnlyFans or something. You know, I said it. 40-25. Little battle here. Is Ryan looking to try to get there? Ryan went top 5 night. Rusty Robinson right there with him. Dove in the grass. He's mowing. Once his tires got cooked, there's nothing that he could do, right? Nothing you can do. You overheat those tires and it can just be a bad day. Yep, I said it. Don't post scamacious links. Thank you to everybody. Hey, we're 30 followers away on Twitch, just so you know, from our 1,000 goals. So thank you very much. And we're steadily increasing our YouTube following as well. So thank you very much to everybody on YouTube. My goal is 100,000 followers. That's what I want. Or subscribers, whatever you want to call them. I hate scammers. I just can't stand. I just can't stand it. So our goal is 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and then my goal for Twitch is I'd like to get to 2,000. It's so hard to grow Twitch, but that's okay. If we get 1,000, that's the first step. 2,000 will be the next step, and then on Facebook, I want to get to 20,000. I think that's good, but 100,000 subscribers would be cool. Rusty Robinson, 1.6 second deficit here. The battle for third, close. Little battles happening here. Butler and Jeremy Daniel, they're closing in on each other. Michael Butler having a better night now as they continue to press forward. 6 laps to go. Jeremy Daniel just behind. Brad Dove, he just got to hold on to the truck. That's it. But Berge got to play catch up here as well. I just banned him. It's that much. It's that easier. Posting an Instagram link to something you probably shouldn't see. You know. Sorry about the ad breaks out there, folks, on places. Those things happen. We gotta help pay for the bill somehow. Roberge, Dan Cullison, Bobby Joe, Rusty Robinson, Ryan Went. They're going to be 6 laps to go. I'm going to sit back and enjoy a few laps. We'll throw it on exciting. Actually, we'll throw it on crashes. Dudley got himself from Jeff. How about Butler? 132.46. He just ran his fastest lap of the race. So we'll have to try to hold off that 2-second gap as Rusty Robinson's just ahead of him. They're doing their thing. I will be right back in 60 seconds, 120 seconds, something like that. Welcome back, community on Twitch. I got to take a hydrate break. I know you guys just had that. I can't pause things on Twitch. Crazy. I'll be right back. Try to make it as quick as possible. You get older. Things hurt. Roberge has Butler right there. You see that happening. Bobby Joe, a full second. Big hype for the Budgie Bird. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you. Rusty Robinson right behind him. Rusty closing in the distance. Both drivers doing what they can. It'll be 3 laps to go. Roberge, 1.15. The gap. Oh, Butler. Able to hold on to it. Going to see. Does look like 16 of RB Turner. Holding on to what he has. Good to see RB out there, the OLPA team. Much love to him. Roberge kind of just out there driving right now. I'm going to call him, what do we call him? Chris Van Gisbergen. Yeah, there you go. Van Gisbergen Roberge. Van Roberge. Chris Van Roberge. There you go. I like it. I'm going to do that. Two laps to go here. Dan Cullison's going to be in second. Bobby Joe, 2.4 second deficit now as Rusty Robinson had closed in, got within a half second, and kind of seeing how the lap time there kind of ran off. Not near as many off tracks as you would think. Roberge has 2 off tracks. Dan has 9. Bobby Joe has 2. No, Bobby Joe running a clean race. We watched that 2 earlier. Rusty Robinson has 4, so he's had a really good race as well. 8 for Ryan Wendt, and Collison just got an off track, but he's looking good. He's fine. He's coming back. Come on, Dan. Dan good. He's fine. He's good. Yeah, about it. Coming out of the wire, it is that time. Big hype. Thank you, Budgie. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody for being out there watching it on across the platform. I appreciate you very much. Across the board, it has been good racing. It has been solid racing. Mid-Ohio has been looking fantastic, and everybody is just doing themselves some justice. I appreciate it. Roberge, Dan Cullison, Bobby Joe. Roberge comes around. He's going to take the white flag here at Mid-Ohio. It's been a good race. It's been calm. It's been everything. It has been an absolute blast to see. Absolute blast to see. Good race tonight. Next week, drivers are getting ready to showcase more speed for this season. Again, we got this road course out of the way. It's been absolutely a ton of fun, and Mid-Ohio. Then we're going to go to Pocono next week. They're going to run a bunch of laps at Pocono. Then Dover, Vegas, Charlotte, Indianapolis, Auto Club, Iowa, Nashville Super Speedway, all the way through the 23rd of November. So that's the season schedule as we're through week 5, week 6. We'll come to the halfway mark. Roberge coming around for the final time. Gonna make it look nice and easy. Well, not easy. This is a tough racetrack. Dan Cullison, solid for today. Roberge for the final time will come around and have a reason to celebrate. He's going to pick up another win here, and he's going to do it nice and easy. By Claro. Roberge wins. As we'll see what happens with Dan Cullison here. As Alan Tillery gives you the legendary marker. Rusty Robinson closed in a little bit to Bobby Joe, but Bobby Joe should have this locked in as we'll see these drivers finish. Dan Cullison working. Greg Langford, the RB Turner finishes in 6th, so that's going to be right where he needs it to be. Robert Dudley will finish with Greg Langford not far off. Let's see if there's going to be any kind of battle at the line. We got a battle at the line. Can Rusty get it? Or Greg get it? Oh, almost had it. A nice race there. Congrats to Chris from James. How about Greg Langford? Dudley putting up a little battle there at the end. Nice. Bobby Joe's going to come home 3rd. Congrats. Let's go, Bobby Joe. We're going to get to talk to Bobby Joe, Dan Cullison, and Christopher Bursch here as everybody does themselves some justice. Jeremy Daniel gonna go and roll. Bursch gonna be that guy. Tell you what. Great job, everybody. Love it. Love it. Race results. Roberge gets the victory. He's going to get the OL at Pocono. Dan Cullison going to be second. Bobby Joe's going to be third. Rusty Robinson, Ryan Winch, your top five. RB Turner, Robert Dudley, Greg Langford, Jeremy Daniel, Brad Dove, your top 10. Michael Butler, Ryan Peroni Sr. is going to have BJ Lane at third. And Russell Olivero, final drivers there. There it is. Celebration time for the 98. And you'll go to work. The nicest Canadian comes multi-race winner. It is there. So Roberge knocks it out of the park. A good race for him. Would like it. Would like it a lot. He's going to back it up. Don't get DQ'd. There he goes. He's going to try to burn it down the front straightaway. We'll give him a little extra. We like it. We like it a lot. All right, let's line it up here. Here we go. He had a good race. That's exactly what he did. He's going to continue to burn it down. What he's going to do. Let's talk to him as he continues to burn it down. Mr. Chris Roberge. Actually, I changed your name. It's Chris Van Roberge.
Okay.
All right. You drove like Van Gisbergen today, and the truck just felt, it must have felt good. I know that you had that one incident where you looped it around a little bit, but able to get yourself back out there, work your way around Dan, and continue to press forward. You and road courses do well, so walk me through your race, and congratulations, of course.
Thank you. Yeah, so I knew I was practicing with other guys with later on this whole weekend. So I was practicing, and they said, "Man, you're too fast." And Scott was practicing too. He said, "Damn, you're really rocket fast." So yeah, well, because I own this track, and I think I raced it a couple times in the league, but I don't know which one it is. But I knew I raced this one, so I knew I could do it. A lot of people are having issues. I think best is for people who need to learn to have a racing line on it to help them. But the rest of it, yeah, I looped around that, just over the hump there. At least I didn't hit the wall. I climbed back up quickly, and I stick with Dan at least as close as I can when I looped it. So, and then just waited for my best opportunity to get up past him.
One of the things that we saw on this racetrack was being able to keep yourself in a predictable set of circumstances, right? I think one of the things on this racetrack that's tough is there's a lot of character to the racetrack, a lot of bumps, a lot of grooves, a whole lot of different things that you have to manage when it comes to driving.
Oh yeah, especially going up and down the hill, up and down. It's just constantly going up and down, and you just have to take it easy. Because if you don't take it easy, you're just gonna shoot to the right to the wall, tire barriers, and everything, and that's the end of your day. So try and take it easy, because these trucks don't have those special stables to keep the truck on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Nope. They have. They bounce. They bounce a lot. But it's good. How about the season for you so far? Points lead kept it into today's race, and then now you kind of have to find your next groove. I mean, we got Pocono, so you're gonna start at the tail end of Pocono, and that's a tough track if you have anything go wrong in front of you. So what's your mindset going into next week?
Just stay out of trouble, keep the truck clean, and just hit my marks and hopefully get up there again.
I like it. Hey, you just blew your engine.
Yeah, I just blew my engine.
It happens. Straightaway burnout is entirely too much fun. Chris?
Twice.
Yeah, twice. And you get the victory here. Give me shout outs, brother.
Big shout outs to Century Esports here for broadcasting this. Big shout out to the Heart to Heart for having this league going. Big shout out to Top Shop guys here cheering us on, and everybody else too. A big shout out to number 3 for, of course, Bones and Alan Redson. And another thing too is my half brother's birthday tomorrow, but I know he's not around. That's why I have 98. That's the year he passed away. So I think about him too. And a big shout out to our owners, Joshua and Jennifer, for having us enjoying us having this living here in this nice place here. And a big shout out to Frank and my wife.
I like it. I think they were in chat earlier. Hold on. Let me scroll back up a little bit. Is it Joshua Holman?
Yes.
That's him. He was in chat. He chatted it up. Nice job. Keep him guessing. No, don't keep him guessing. Tell him thank you for being in chat since you get to see him personally for me, okay?
Oh, I will.
All right, brother. Congratulations on the victory. We'll see you next week at Pocono.
Thank you.
That's Roberge, the nicest Canadian you're going to meet. Next up, that's Roberge again. I'm trying to move you. Sorry. Baba Joe comes home in P number 3. What a race you had there, man. You had turned it up there a little bit. It was fun.
Yeah, I had to turn it up a little bit. Rusty was catching me.
So what about this race? We'll talk to Dan. Had bounced out for a second. We'll talk to Dan right after this one. So we'll give him a little chit chat. This racetrack's a little difficult, but I mean, you're able to hold your pace. I mean, you did a pretty good job. I mean, the fall off's about the same for everybody. Managed the gap, managed your race line. Top 3 night. I mean, you're right where you started, so you're net even.
Man, I never even seen this track till 2 days ago, so I was kind of just hoping I'd get a top 10, but I tried not to wreck, and I did a couple times, spun out, but got it spun around, kept going, and every time Rusty was right behind me when I did it. So I just did the best I could, you know.
I mean, that's kind of what we do with road courses. When we have to turn right, it just changes your aspect of I mean, Watkins Glen is probably the coolest road course out there for any of the series that you run, right? But Mid Ohio, so much character on this racetrack.
Yeah, it is. Up hills, that one curve where you go over that hill, you had to really watch it right there. You'd spin out really quick, which I think the corner before that's what got me both times. And we raced Watkins Glen Wednesday night in the late models, and I come up one short there, finished second. So I got a little practice this week turning back the other direction, but I don't know. I'll take it. I'm happy with third on this track.
You know, it's a good point tonight. I was looking at kind of where the points were and how they kind of stand. I mean, you were sixth in the points coming into today's race. It's 4 points gained over Dudley, so you should be pretty darn snazzy right now. Might gain a couple of spots here, or at least one from what I'm seeing. Um, you know, you're in a battle right now when it comes to the points and what it is to continue to press forward and to give yourself the best opportunity. I mean, you're going to have tracks coming up that you have to you have to get out there and press. I know that we've got Pocono coming up next week. We have Dover after that. Like there's just tracks coming up that are going to. I mean, you're going to test your mental fortitude so you can get all the way to the end.
Well, you know, I had a couple bad races already. I think one of them was Daytona. Really bad race there. But I think I really tested it tonight. Got me some new monitor this week with some new higher hertz. I think that helped a little bit, but definitely got some big monitors. I can see now, so I'm tickled with what I got tonight. So I'm really looking forward to Dover. I mean, it's kind of like a Bristol to me, just a little bigger. So there's some tracks coming up I like also.
It's gonna be fun to see what you do. I know that you're looking for that win. Your average start is 8th, your average finish is 8th, and it's just getting better and better and better. It looks like you're sitting still 6th in points after last week to this week. So net gain closed it back down, and a lot can happen over the course of the next couple of weeks. So ton of fun, Bobby. It was as always fun. As always, give your shout outs. You know, this is a good finish. It's good net positive.
Yeah. I want to thank Alan Tillery. I've been running their truck paint scheme. I want to thank Buchanan Resort, Rusty, and Greg, C&L Carpets. I want to thank you, Jess, my daughter Jess, my wife Tina, for letting me come play. I want to thank my granddaughter Josephine, and Aran for all watching, and everybody who's got anything to do with this league.
Fantastic run, Bobby Joe. Jess was happy. So you tickled her pink there. All right, brother. We'll see you next week. Good luck this week in the late model series.
All right, man.
Bob Joe coming home in P number 3. We'll let him have at it. There is Dan. Finally, Dan. How you doing, Dan? I got to talk to you again. And man, oh man, I normally don't skip around, but it was kind of backwards there for a moment. So congratulations, P2 finish. I know that you and Roberts were talking a little bit in the race following that. You said that you kind of you pitted maybe a little bit too early. Walk me through kind of what the thought process was there. Dan, you got me? Is that working? Let's move around. Let's see if we can get a channel where you can. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let's move down here. Can you hear me in here? I can't hear Dan. Hold on. Let's go up to race lines. Let's see. We're moving around. I want to talk to Dan. I want to see. Can you hear me in here? I'm moving Dan around. Can you talk? Dan, can you hear me in here?
Oh.
Dan.
No, we haven't heard.
Yeah,
From him.
Dan.
Yeah, he's
Someone call him. Give him a call.
Dan.
The number Dan right below me in here.
Yeah.
Number 12.
Yeah, no, he was in. I pulled him up and can't hear him.
Maybe
I don't know. I
Mike-
know he was having trouble
Maybe
getting
he-
in here, Jason.
Okay,
Maybe he's having push to talk problems or something.
he might be because I kept seeing his thing go back and forth.
Or he might be able to hear us. He needs to fix his output settings.
He was talking just fine in iRacing.
Yeah. We finished P2. Well, Dan, if you can still hear me, P2, congratulations, sir. Giggity, you got to say giggity now.
Oh, he just muted himself. Oh, I think he's doing his settings right now.
Okay. Well, we're waiting. I want to be able to get it knocked out. I want to make sure that he gets his thing going.
Right.
Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Man, oh man.
Hey, Dan, if you could hear us, Jason's waiting for you.
He's fine. Let him take his
Oh,
time.
I know.
I got all the time that Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook will allow me to have, which is until I hit the end button. But we're good. We got time. He's trying to work on it. He's trying. Did he bounce?
All right,
down?
guys, I'm out of here.
All right, see you, sir. Did you get it working, Dan? Let's see. He's trying to get it fixed, folks. I'm going to let him work on that while we kind of just recap what's going on and what happened with the race, because it was a good little race. So we'll see what he's got going on, because I want to make sure he's good to go. I love making sure the drivers get their driver interviews. Let's see. He's working. If he bounces back down, we'll try to take a look at it. I hate audio issues. I really do. Really do. Maximizing on points. Fastest lap of the race, 128.999. So 129 flat for Roberge. He led 37 of the 40 laps. Dan did lead 3 laps, so he gets credit with some bonus points there as well. Let's see. 5 drivers on the lead lap. Dan, you there? Hear me? So I'm bounced back down. We're trying to do it. Hey, Dan, if you can hear me, if we can't do it now, we can always do it at the beginning of Pocono. That's a big track. We'll have plenty of time to talk, okay? You could DM me as well if you want. By all means.
Yes. Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
I got you now. Way,
Hey, man, look at me. I'm a damn computer genius.
I love it. I love it. I was like,
Oh,
man.
I can't give up. This damn thing. It's my push to talk is what screwed up, and I got you on like voice activation.
Yeah.
I just start hitting buttons. I gave up.
That's okay. You know what? I can hear you. I was like, man, if I can't get you,
Yeah.
we'll do
I
it at
heard
the
you
beginning
say
of
it.
next week.
I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear everybody. It was driving me nuts.
Oh, I understand that one. And I hate audio issues. It's my pet peeve when it comes to everything I do here. So, anyway, as I was saying, I heard in end game or in the race that there at the end, you pitted a little bit early. And
I think I did, yeah.
Try to cut in. Walk me through your race. Walk me through the mindset. I want to make sure everybody.
Well, you know,
your point of view.
I've raced this track. It's been a long time since I've been on this track, but it's you can really burn the rear tires off, especially in the cup stuff. And I thought that I was gonna pit. I kind of tried to short pit Chris. He was just so consistent. And I thought, well, you know, I'm gonna pit a little early throw on 10 gallons of fuel and some tires, and then I went out and just hot lapped it. And I did a big mistake because I just burned the tires off. And about, he waited until he needed fuel. He was smart, got out there, and he kept a really big lead. I didn't have anything for him, but it was still fun. And P2 ain't bad, I guess.
No, heck no. For what we see with it, I mean, there's a lot of value on a track like this because it sets you up for kind of the some of the tracks that are flatter or have a different angle. Like next week at Pocono, you've got 3 different corners,
Right.
and so you've got
Absolutely.
three different entries. Similar to this, I mean, you can take what you learned here, and it can make you faster next week.
Well, yeah, I always said that road courses are a lot like, if you can run a lot of road courses, it'll make you better at short tracks. It really will, because you got to be able to modulate your brake and rotate the corners, and because you make your money off the corner, not getting into the corner in the short track. And road courses are kind of the same way, really. That's the way I look at it.
One of the best things about road courses is that you only have to do them once in most leagues.
I like it though. I really do. I wish we had more. I Watkins Glen, and I think Road America is probably my favorite track. Road America is just the bomb. If you figure that track out, you'll have a blast.
Everybody has their favorite road course. Mine's actually the Chicago Street Course.
I love that place too, but my iRating goes to hell when I race it.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, just everything that is with it. I completely get it.
I wish they would soften that up, because I actually lost my A license and rode over that track. I was just because there's no give and take. There's walls on each side, sort of
Right.
like what's the track over there in Detroit? What do they call that one?
Oh, the Detroit. Yeah, it's the
The Grand Prix or whatever
Grand
they call
Prix,
it.
Yeah.
The same thing. You got walls on each side. And you're gonna get a 2x, a 2x, a 2x, a 2x until you look up and you got 17x. You're like, oh no, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You could just
still
run
fun.
smaller races, or do 12 lappers. Because back in the day, they used to for the C class, they used to just do 12 laps at Watkins Glen,
Oh really?
and that was plenty. Right? You know what I mean?
remember that. Yeah, it really is. It really is. But
But I
it's
mean, they could do the same thing with the Chicago Road Course.
yeah. I think that's a fun track, though. I have to admit, it really is. You should run that in a Porsche, man. Oh, in the IMSA cars. Oh, it's a blast.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what it's meant for. It's meant for the
The Cub cars is really tough. I can't run the A car there at all, but I've run the Xfinity car here, and it's a lot of fun.
Mid Ohio in the books. Got a couple of races coming up. But if you had to pick, I know we have. I was going through the schedule just a little bit ago. Let's see. Let me back up here so I can go back to it. We got Pocono, then we have Dover, Vegas, Charlotte, Indianapolis. We got Auto Club, Iowa, Nashville. So we've got we're about halfway through the season. If you had to pick a race that you really, really, really like and really, really, really good at, besides anything that we've just done, what's one that catches your eye?
Auto Club.
There you go.
I think would be a good race, because it's sort of like a drafting track. I think the draft will really play there. I haven't been there in a while, but it's bumpy. You got to pick your line. That'd be a pretty good challenging track. I like that track.
It's a multi-group track for sure.
It is, but there's some bump. I don't know if I don't know if they've updated it or not, or they changed that build, but it used to be a big bump on the high side. It was at 3 and 4, I think it was.
Yep, still there. Yep,
it's still there. That'll throw you into it, but it's a good track. What's the other ones? What was we have a short track, right?
Dover. Yep.
I don't see.
You got Dover.
Yeah, Dover.
And you got Iowa too. Iowa's a nice flat.
I really
track.
like Iowa. Now Iowa would be my best. I'm looking forward to that. I think that promotes some really good racing, and there's multiple groups there too.
Right.
If you play it right.
Yep. Then Nashville for the final race. That's gonna be fun.
Nashville's like a mini Miami track or Homestead. I think Nashville drives a lot like Homestead, just drives a little shorter to me.
Oh, you're so
You
much
know?
out of the throttle. It's unreal.
Oh
So-
yeah.
But it's going to be fun no matter how it looks. All
I
right,
think
Dan.
so.
I'm glad we got
Great,
the
good
audio
chatting with
figured
you.
out. Yeah, man. Give me shout
I
outs.
appreciate you being patient with me. Thank you. And
I
I'm gonna give a shout out everybody that I know it's probably late, but Bones, may rest in peace. And he was a friend of mine since the 7th grade, and I still miss him. And I thought it was pretty cool doing the charity thing for him, and I want to thank everybody out there that did that. It meant a lot to me personally.
You know, it's worth it. Bones will forever live in our streams.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you miss Bones at all, folks, all you got to do is go to the Heart to Heart playlist on our YouTube channel, and they will be there forever. And you'll be able to. And you,
That's
will be,
awesome.
I think we even talked to Bones a couple of times. So, because we did the Wednesday series as well, and he did a pretty good job there a couple of times. So,
Yeah.
So I'd have to go back and find him, but we might. I don't know. Maybe I have to go make some clips. Let's go back and go through my streams again and see if we get anything.
That'd be
on
awesome.
Bones.
That'll be awesome. I'll take a look at it.
All right, Dan. I appreciate
All right, buddy.
you.
Thank you, man.
You're
We'll see you
welcome.
next week.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. It's Pocono.
You hear it. I love it, buddy. Bye-bye.
You see it. That's Dan Cullison coming home in the old P number 2. I'm glad I got the chance to talk to him. That's what matters, man. You know, I'm glad to be able to take care of everybody. Roberge out there. Roberge, what you say? Are you talking smack out there? So, RB, thank you for the like out there on Facebook as well. Great job to Dan and Bobby. Dan led some laps. He did. 3 laps led. And thanks to Roberge. Roberge did a phenomenal job. Thank you for the likes out there on all those platforms. Budgie, thank you very much for being out there and being the coolest cat all around. Thank you to all the subscribers. Did we get another sub? I did. How do I have 21 subscribers? How cool is that? All right. Sorry about the ad break at the end of the stream, but that's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Roberge gets the win. That's cool. Somebody sub and I didn't see it. Hold on. Let me check the widget. Yeah, we're on board. We're rolling. I like it. Check the gaming main real quick. You can see my mug for a second. 20. Why does it say 21? Hold on. Oh, yeah. My camera. I have a little widget off to the bottom left that keeps track of my subs. Let me Bears, thank you for the like, sir. Much love. Sub counter. Let's see. Test the trigger. No, I have 21. It says I have 21. So okay, it updated. I don't know where it came from, but 21. Much love. Thank you very much. We're kicking butt and taking names. Thank you for all the subscribers on Twitch. Our goal is to get a bunch more. Gotta pay for Jess for all her stuff. So we appreciate you all, everybody out there. Thank you to everybody for being out there and knocking it out of the park. Much love. Be safe to the Budgie Bird. Thank you, Roberge. Thank you to everybody being out there. Thank you to the missus. Thank you to all of our family, friends, and everything. Thank you to Penguin for stopping by with Rebel today as well. It's really cool to meet our community. I want to say that. I really do. To have a face-to-face interaction, it's humbling. And kind of my final thoughts before we end this race. It is very humbling to have had the exposure that we get and to get the reaction when we meet our community. And Penguin is kind of like I gave him a special gift, and hopefully Penguin will talk about it at some point. I gave him a special gift that is very personal for me to somebody that you would consider to be like a brother, right? So yeah, and to get to know your relationships with your community is awesome. You have people that touch your heart, and touch your soul, and that reminds you that this is worth it. But the level of fame that people get to and amount to in this industry is can sometimes just make you think, hey, can it get any better than that? Meet your community. If you're a content creator out there, I tell you, meet your community. Spend 5 minutes in their presence, right? And it will go further. And people will hey, you will garner better relationships with yourself, and you'll understand why you're actually doing this when it comes to the community. So yeah, final thoughts are amazing. So meet your community, folks. Roberge gets the win. We'll be back tomorrow with the Amp Racing Series. Where are we at? That's exactly what I wanted to see. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we're off tomorrow. No, we're not. We're at Chicago. No, we're off tomorrow. Yeah, we're off tomorrow. Okay, so we're gaming tomorrow, folks. I forgot. We were supposed to have a dirt stream tomorrow, and it got moved around. So I want to thank the Amp Racing Series for being awesome with me on that. We were supposed to have a live stream tomorrow, but it was a dirt race for the Ring Madness Series, but it got moved around. Some things got moved around because of schedules and stuff like that. So the Amp Racing Series, first and foremost, they got a free race out of me because they helped me out when I needed to be helped out, and when it came to having other people help us out with this as well. So we're going to be gaming tomorrow. That's what we're going to be doing. So thank you to everybody. Thank you to the Amp Racing Series as well. But thank you to Heart to Heart for being absolutely fantastic. This series is so much fun to call on Saturdays that you have to make sure that you just, if you had a series that just kind of fills up your Saturday night, this would be the one I'd recommend. So thank you to everybody for being out there. Much love to you. Be good, be safe. Again, much love to you, Budgie. I thank you very much for everything that you do. It's going to be insane to see what we can do. And we got more going. So it's going to be fun. We'll see you in the next one, folks. It's just, you know. Bye-bye.